Okay, looks like we're live. I have been flying around the world being a loot goblin trying to find warden keys because I need 2 more warden keys to get the job done. To do the warden's ending. I don't have enough Terra tokens. No, nowhere near enough Terra tokens to let me see what quartz fabric, all kinds of rods, rocket engines. Well, let me see here. I know what I'm looking for, but I can't find it. Also is going to get that going. Might even build another trade rocket. Rocket engines. And it's raining inside. wasn't exactly the way I wanted that to go, but it'll work. Okay, what in the heck is going on? Ah, pulsar quartz. Woohoo! Oh, 3 of them. All right there. Heck yeah. What in the world is... Blurg, blurg, blurg. Good morning, shaman. Pardon the interruption. I had to answer an urgent message from Miss Revamped. I hope you're not terribly blurgy, but 3 blurgs, I think you are. Okay, fine. Why are we not letting me do anything inside this? Because I need to. Yeah, sure, I insist. Hate to say I'm having a little bit of a problem. Good morning, Lord Fish Gaming. I am going to get out of there. Quit the game altogether. I built a new trade rocket, went to get into it to do something with it, and it's not letting me do anything on the screen to add stuff to the trade rocket. Dave is not here, and Lord Fish, my name is Johnny, not John. Now, just so, yeah, not John. Just so both of you know, I'm probably only streaming until 9. I've got stuff I need to get doing. Yeah, you have a black screen because I rebooted the whole game because the game was doing stupid stuff to me. I hate to say, no, John was who I was named after. That was my grandfather. And yeah, it was being evil to me. And now it's going to tell me I'm trying to build up my Terra tokens, and I'm a long way from what I need to be, so that's why I'm dealing with stuff. Okay. And I'm trying to find 2 Warden's keys. I've got 8, I need 10. I needed to sort this so I can see it easier. There we go. Yeah, having a fire sale. If not nailed down, it's got to go. I think I need to get to, it's either 250,000 or 500,000. I forget which. I've managed to contact a smuggler ship. They're willing to take you on board for 250,000 Terra tokens and 5 solar quartz. The 5 solar quartz I've got. That was easy. It's the 250,000 Terra tokens that I don't have. And you're right. If it ain't nailed down, it's leaving. Don't really want to be selling food any more than I already am. Good morning, country lady. And just so everyone here knows, tomorrow morning we'll be grounded too. Oh, and I didn't enable this one to fly all by itself. Darn. 88 seconds until that one comes back, so I'll just stand here. Gonna move this a tiny bit closer. Well, I hit that thumbs up and enjoy the stream. Yep. For right now, you don't have enough room to do what you're trying to do, you dummy. Yes, happy Friday. Absolutely. Okay, that cup of coffee is gone. I gotta say, the purple sky is interesting. And then it's gone. No, I'm trying my darndest to have a migraine and also trying very hard not to stop it because I've got to go to Austin today. So that's why I'm only streaming until 9. Aunt wrote me privately and said she was going to start a little early and might infringe upon my time, and I said, I'm only streaming till 9, that'll work perfectly. I'll show you when it gets back. You can't look at how much they are until you're looking at if the ship is on the platform, you can see how much they are all in one place. But they vary by item. And I'm almost certain I've got that one. Yes. Snickle Fritz. Ah, excellent. Now I need one more. Wish these things would change a certain color after you got them. It would be helpful. Looking forward to kicking some bug asses in the morning. Yeah. Thought I remembered it was like that, but I've only been coherent for 8 minutes or so. Yeah. And I need to bring explosives and go in the red biome. I have to admit, this place changes so much after you terraform it. Yeah, if that was food, I would have gotten 175 Terra tokens. So, uh, to get 568 is big. What in the world? Oh, that. Well, it's going to be noisy. Now, let me do what I was trying to do here just a few minutes ago. Now that I have two of these, come on, why are you not going there? I keep grabbing the empty coffee cup. Fun times. And yes, it's just decaf, so it don't mean anything. Anyway, some of the fuses sell for a lot. Yes, you're absolutely right. They do. 5,000 to 6,000 a pop. I was trying not to mess with those, but I'm going to get back in here for Shaman once this rocket comes back. Oh, 3 seconds. 443. And now, once this gets on the ground, come on. Oh, come on. Are you not going to let me? All right. Pulsar quartz is 25. Fabric is 8. Uranium rod is 8. Iridium rod is 6. Super alloy rods are 6. Osmium rods are 6. High quality food is 7. Rocket engines are 13. Bacteria samples are 6. Energy cells are 80. Whew. Holy moly. Might need to go see about making a whole bunch of them. Circuit boards are 25. And the cookie is 9. But also any of this will sell back at its value if you have any of them. And I don't really think I do. I might have energy multiplier fuses or production fuses, but that would be about the end of it. Let me see how many production fuses I got. For as much as I didn't want to go that way, that's actually a brilliant idea. Keep 6 and cool, that shouldn't take too long. Uh, One, two, three, four, five, six. Trade multiplier fuses do nothing. Fuse cartridges do nothing. Let me go out here to the ship. Put this Warden fuse away. I should put an out of order sign on my door. Sure you tell your coworkers not to bring you work today. Absolutely. One more, and I can do the smuggler's ending if I got 250,000 tokens. That one's at 189. Oh, that one's at 9. Lovely. Let's see, I have, that's 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 times 5,000. I can't math in my head. The math ain't mathin'. It's gonna be a bunch. Morning, Big Dave. Big Dave, if you want to come and get in on this, you may. If not, I understand that too. We're pretty much having a fire sale, so I can see if I can get to the smuggler's ending. $21,885. Let's do a little math. Got to finish cleaning fish first. I understand that. I'm only going to be on this morning until 9 because I've got to go see my daughter and grandkids. Should be somewhere about 80,000 production fuses that I just sold. So just trying to make sure I'm not. Sounds like a good plan for the day. Yep. Now, those of you no, I can't talk. Why do you ask? Those of you who have been following the fence saga, we actually have gotten the whole fence, except for the back, painted in Thompson's water seal. I've got to wait for my neighbor to give me permission to go in his backyard to paint the back of it, and that's okay. If we get it, that's fine, and if we don't, that's fine too. However, I went to make the door, and the hinges I bought can't handle as big of a door as I want. So there's that. Um, other than that, it's not going terribly. I did talk to my son-in-law last night and said, I need your brain power because I'm not doing good making a door, even though I've made, a fair bit of it, and I braced it all and everything. It was just crazy. Um, so that's kind of on hold. He said he wouldn't be able to get here this weekend, but next weekend we could hit it. So I most likely am not doing anything, not streaming next Sunday. Um, However, this weekend we're probably going to be doing. We are probably going to be doing Grounded 2 for 2 days. So I'm looking forward to that. There are no room. So just put that right back where I got it. And let's go. Load back up with food and water. Go looking for the last warden key. Eek, spiders, have fun. Yeah. Well, I've got spiders turned off. They look like cocktail olives, I think was what Shaman said. And they kind of do. That don't mean they bite any less hard, but and I am in the middle of buying a motherboard. And last night I posted in Discord about, yeah, I got something from eBay saying it'd be here on the 20th, but then I looked at the tracking number and it said that it would be here on the 18th. At 2 o'clock in the morning, eBay finally caught up with the U.S. Postal Service and dinged my phone to say, yes, it'll be here on the 18th. And I was worried. I thought it was coming from China. I thought it was going to take forever. I tried to cancel another board. Uh, Canceled it on the 13th, and on the 14th they said, oh, we've already shipped it on the 14th. Floating olives, waiting for a toothpick. Yes. But, yeah, I have to say, did I need another computer? Did I need to build another computer? The answer is no. But I bought a new CPU for this computer I'm using, and it basically, when I put it in, gave me a memory error, which was odd. This has got brand name memory in it and has never given me an ounce of trouble. I've got to reset the whole motherboard to get it to recognize that CPU. This computer works so well, I'm not touching it. just not. So I bought another motherboard to put the CPU in. I'm going to probably make it a virtualization server so I can have, 2 or 3 different things running. I've got some very, very old motherboards around here that I've been using that I'm going to put out to pasture. It's it would seem that the Chinese like to take country lady, don't pull too hard. If he wants to, he can. Uh, the Chinese have been building motherboards by deconstructing other motherboards and building whole new motherboards that have things on them that you couldn't have bought at the time that those motherboard, that style of motherboard was out. So it, you know, so I'm actually excited to get the new motherboard. I've got some bits and bobs around here that aren't doing anything. Burn that park with fire. Trust me, I know. I'm not crazy about them either. However, turning them off really did help. I wish we could even turn off attacks, but it don't look like that's a thing. My, yes, my brain would still know. Yes, I absolutely get it. I almost need to build another trade rocket. Hmm. And you might be right, country lady. Well, I've already got two out there, and you're right. I should probably build more than that. Hello, Darlene. What I'm hopeful to do by 9 o'clock is take one of the other endings, since we already took the the company that would put us here. I can't think of their name. Sentinel Corps. That's them. And I could actually go over onto Humble and build it and have another one, because there's actually a Starform Robotics ending from there. So let me deal with this. Yeah, and I think it's good of the game that it lets you see the endings. What I really need to build is fusion cells, because they're 80 teratokens a pop. Okay, let's go around and look for the one last warden key. I'm trying to think of where that might even be at. Let's get that off the screen. I'm not going to transfer any more out of that. Uh, 102,710, and we started out at like 18,000, so that's not bad. Oh, I see Shaman has posted a GIF in Discord. Taz also seems to be fascinated by the... What's all the money needed for? To leave with the smugglers, you have to have five solar quartz and 250,000 Terra tokens. To leave with the wardens, you need 10 warden keys, and I've got 9. And I knew we had a ever-loving ton of resources, so I decided in my infinite wisdom to throw some out there and see what was going to happen. And I've got 30 minutes, roughly, to find that last warden key. The warden ending is, I think, the most spectacular, in a sense. It's different from the other two, so... I think there's a warden key up here. I can't remember. Come on. Up, up, up. Nope. Not gonna do it. Sorry if I'm making you guys seasick. I apologize. Not doing myself any good. Yep, I understand that. Dave's good to see your smiling face, if only for a moment. Too bad you can't see if warden keys are out around there. Nope, 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 and nope. Spacesuit Fablo? No. Spacesuit Bedio. Oh my. All that good first of the game stuff that you could use. Come on, get up out of there. Shaman, I'm with you. I was never a fisher person, and I could clean a fish if I had to, but it's not my favoriteest thing to do. Oh, breaking through the world there, that ain't good. Come on. Oh, talk about dark. Oof. I don't know. I can honestly say I've never been into hunting or fishing, which can I just have the warden key back? No. I have one problem with fishing. Fishing doesn't happen fast enough for me. When my hook hits the water, I want 5 fish to be jumping on. And it never happens that way, so. Oh. I don't know that I need all of it, but I'm here being a loot goblin, might as well. I'm trying to find the way back out of here. No, and I have flown all the way around. Now, the most fun I ever had fishing was deep sea fishing. I went with a crew that I worked with in the military, and we had an ever loving ball. It was it was excellent. My supervisor's father-in-law came with us, and he was, gosh, Doc's probably not with us anymore. Hell, he was in his 80s then, and I was in my early 30s, and oh man, he'd say, "Okay, all of you stand back. This is the one right now," and he'd cast. It was funny as hell. The one thing I didn't enjoy about deep sea fishing, aminals, we have them, was the whole boat thing. Um, what I did was I'd go get in, the boat and go to sleep and get to wherever we were going. They'd come wake me up. I was fine. I couldn't, from the shore to where we were going wasn't pleasant for me. It was like, you've got to be kidding me. I always had a problem with being a little bit seasick. This is probably going to mess this up, but okay. I'm going to take all this superfluous extra stuff. Deep sea fishing was fun. It also had, I did it twice with people I worked with in the military, and I did it once with a girl and her family that I was stationed with this young lady in Alaska. Went off the coast of South Carolina twice, went off the coast of North Carolina once. And when I tell you we had a ball, we did. It was, somebody in the party caught a puffer fish, and we got him on board, and he had hooked him through the upper back fin. Fish was puffing for all he was worth at trying to scare us. Hey, you really don't want me, and you can't eat those things unless you really know how to cook them, because they will kill you. My son was in Japan, and he said, "Yeah, there you have to know exactly what you're doing to get the poison out of them when you cook them." He looked like a chipmunk, had very big teeth. I got to admit, it was good to see the crew that I worked with, outside of work and everything. Well, that says 164 seconds. How did we just get 190, 175? Oh, on the other planet. Yep, that's exactly how it happened. $103,623. Tremendous fun. I went trout fishing as a kid to a trout farm, like if there's ever a place that you were going to be able to catch fish, that should be it. And it was not easy or good or fun. It didn't work for me. But I was only about 10, so my dad enjoyed the heck out of it. And mom and dad fished all the time. They fished once after I came along. I remember stepping on a fish hook. And I don't remember ever going fishing again after that, so. Oh. Whew. And there it comes. Yeah, it didn't trip my trigger either. Oh, come on, I've got to find that last warden key. I should have asked Dave while he was here for the cheat notes that he has. I can't remember. Remember the website. Hold on for just a second, everybody. I'm going to find out. Because I'm not going to say that we're going to have an ending and then not have an ending. Oh, there. Well, yeah. Below the sand falls, west of the shipwreck in the volcano area. Okay. I know how to get there. Okay, there's the shipwreck. Well, and I think I've got this one. We're going to find out. Yes. On a hill next to the wreck between the waterfall and the Southern Ocean. Okie doke. Keep flying. This is no time to stop. And there it is. Okay, excellent. We'll take that all day long. Now we just get to fly back home. Yeah, and I know where most of them are, but I had to go look up some cheat data. There's 13 total, and that one I just picked up will make 10. So, and that's all you need. So there's 3 more out there someplace. I've already got that one. Really do wish those would change color or something. The box would go off the top of them once you got them or something. I can see though that I'm going to have to get back in the game off camera. Fire sale, fire sale, fire sale, and come back for the smuggler's ending. I also considered flying to Humble and doing the Starform Robotics ending. So that would make at least 2 more. Now, when you go back here, there should be 2 things. Or, no, it's up here. They've changed it. Yeah. Now we have the Warden's ending as an ending, and that's the one we're going to take. Because for as much as we're selling everything under the sun, there's an ending. There's the Starform Robotics ending from Humble. I don't know that there's any other new endings from any of the other planets. I've done all 3 of them off of this planet. I haven't done... I can't remember if I've done the Starform Robotics one or not. I must have. Now we're exerting too much brain power. It would almost be nice if on Aqualis they came out of the water and offered you a way out. Fish eggs. Oh, you dummy, you were trying to eat that, idiot. Brains was dynamite. I wouldn't have enough to blow my nose. I want an ending where you meet the ancient people. That would be neat. That would be neat. See if I can run back inside and pick up a... And I'm intrigued by that, Shaman, because it would be... They say they're similar to humans. Oh, nope. Oh, nope. Oh, my Lord, these things are getting built like crazy. You know, so I would want to see what they would think of for similarities to humans. I think that would be neat. Might as well put that there. Go back and get some other food. Let's see if they thrived in what their culture was. Yeah. And you never can tell. Might happen. They are still working on a big update. Oh, so that one's coming back. All right, it is 8:58, which means we're going to do the Warden 104,920. So I've got about 146,000 or 106,000 or no 146,000 more to go to get to the smuggler's ending. We're gonna take all right, folks, this is where I'm ending it. Sorry to be abbreviated, but we got real life stuff going on, so I want to thank you guys for being here in chat. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., because the early bird catches the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese, as always. Grounded 2, and we'll go from there. Also, most likely, we'll be doing Grounded 2 on Sunday, too. Drive safe. See you all later. Well, all right then. And I also need to thank Big Dave, because wouldn't be doing this good if it wasn't for his superior inventory skills. Yeah, Big Dave, I had somebody, Shogi Pie, came in one day and said, "Oh, you're so organized." And I said, "That's a laugh." I have to credit Big Dave for all this. All right, here we go, off the planet. Now, I just want the game to let me build sky portals back and forth from planet to planet at some point. To those who follow us know that our destiny is that of doom. Well, this is lovely. But some of us still believe that giving up is not an option. We will see what Providence has in store for us. A. Warden. Yeah, bummer. All right, that's where we're leaving it. You guys have a good one. Thank you for being here. It was fun. I really missed missing Monday's stream, but I got a lot done on the fence, so we'll take that as a win. All right, we'll see you all later. Bye. Time for Planet Crafter 2.